Hello Cancer, and welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of November 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs. In some months, you might identify more with your moon sign or rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your astrological chart, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Also keep in mind that these are general readings, so naturally there'll be some messages that resonate more than others, and that's normal because I'm reading for a lot of Cancers out there in the YouTube community. Before I begin, I would like to let you know that during the month of November, all of my private readings will be 15% off. And that is something that I haven't done before, but I'm really excited to be doing. It's my way of giving back to you guys, to my loyal subscribers. And just know that if you do want to have a private reading with me, if you'd like me to look at anything in particular that you'd like to gain more clarity or insight on, now would be the time to do so because it's only going to last this month of November. All right, with all that said, let's begin your reading. Down the center, we have the 8 and 2 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Empress card, and the Empress card is a supporting and crossing card. I'll explain why in a moment. So the note for your sign right out of the gate is that you should pay attention to the fine print. There's going to be some minor detail that you could overlook, and this could be at work because we are dealing with Pentacles here, but it could also be with documents, like whatever it is that you have to sign. Make sure that you double check everything, especially if it's like a legal thing, a binding contract of any kind, or taxes. If you are being audited, for example, just make sure that you read everything carefully, read things twice, because there is something that you might have to redo or that you might have to revise because there could have been a misunderstanding with the documentation at hand. I mean, Mercury is going to be in retrograde, but the note for your sign is just to be careful, cautious, especially when dealing with documentation or with making too many promises, especially when it comes to money, finances, or at work. Now, try your best to be very ethical and very transparent and honest in the work front, specifically in the work front, because there could be a sense of someone not really understanding your true motives or intentions, or there being misunderstanding or a sense of falsehoods. That's really what I'm getting, because the 7 of Swords is known as the deception card, if you will, lying, cheating, stealing. So try your best to exercise your own sense of ethics and values and being transparent and honest with others. Don't try with the Empress here. She's telling you to not lower your value system for anybody. Try to maintain a good reputation because she most certainly does. So you're being asked to act like the Empress. And in the other hand, in the obstacle form of the Empress, I do see this being a sense of unbalance, unease, and putting in a lot of mental energy when it comes to being worried for your mom. I do see a maternal figure. Of course, father figures could also have that nurturing spirit, so this could also represent a male, but it is quintessentially known as a very feminine, nurturing person in your life, like a mom, a grandmom, an aunt, or a sister that perhaps is older in age. But if you are worried for this person, the cards are asking for you to, instead of being preoccupied with the what ifs of a situation that she might be under, try to be proactive. Try to speak with him or her and try to share as best as you can with the most balance and ease of everything that you deem as valuable, your resources. That could be your finances for sure, but resources also come in other forms, like being able to confide in them or letting them confide in you, because trust is very valuable. Time is also very valuable. So if you live far away, perhaps a trip is in order if you can accommodate that, or making sure that you call them, check up on them, and be proactive, because in that way you will stop this overthinking situation, this lack of balance within yourself when it comes to them. And it's just good to let people know that we care for them and that we're thinking of them. Now, in your root area, we have the Four of Wands, the Sun card, and the Knight of Swords. So I do see you, for the most part, most Cancers out there, feeling really good with yourself, feeling really positive when it comes to your family life and your overall stability, because that's what the four represents. Feeling stable, feeling happy with house and home. And despite all of this, you are wishing for more progress when it comes to plans or creative ideas. And so the cards are asking for you to be a bit more patient, Cancer, when it comes to dealing with these situations, these ideas, these plans that you have, but also be more patient with yourself. Everything will happen in due time, but you are being asked to exercise more patience and to keep your thoughts positive with the Sun card, because that light that you radiate, like the sun, without the sun, there wouldn't be life on this planet. So if you share that light with others, this is a very giving card. Astrologically, it is the planet, I know astrologically we call the sun a planet, that rules Leo. And Leo is supposed to be, in general terms of course, a very generous, giving sign to others. That's why they have reincarnated in this life. And you are being asked to act like a Leo in this way, to share of your light, of yourself with others. So there is a sense here of trying to be more charitable. Now, if you are wanting to have these things move at a quicker pace, you can definitely attract a speedier result. The more you share of yourself, you can help all of these ideas and goals materialize that much quicker, the more generous you are. Now, if you are dealing with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or someone, if it's not those signs, that is acting a little bit hastily, sometimes they could be impulsive or brash, or they could benefit from thinking before they act, just know that even though they could be a bit more patient themselves, they do have really good intentions when it comes to you. They love you. They see you as their rock, as a person that they can count and rely on. So they have really good intentions if you were questioning that. Now, in your recent past, we have the King of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Chariot card. I love this trio. This is such a beautiful trio for your sign. Why do I say your sign specifically? Because here you are, you have appeared in your reading. The Chariot is the major arcana card that represents your sign, Cancer. And so every tarot reader will have their own language, their own relationship to the cards. But for me personally, whenever I'm dealing with a client and they appear in their reading, or in this case, a sign, and you appear in your reading, it denotes more control over the energies that are at your disposal over any situation. So you do have more control than you think, or then that it appears this month of November. So that's a very positive thing. It lets me know that you will be able to manifest things in a little bit of an easier way. It's not really fighting against current. You are dictating play, if you will. So here you are. You have appeared in your reading as a major arcana at that, so it's very positive. And if you are a coupled Cancer, you're feeling really good with him or her. And the beauty between you guys, not only is this a very balanced and equal relationship, which is what we want to see, but this is a person that pushes you to shine even more brightly than you already have, and they are allowing you to be authentically who you are around them, and that is priceless. There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of I see this as romance. I see this as sex appeal. I see this as a real deep, profound bond. So that's wonderful. Now, if you are a single Cancer, this applies in the sense of feeling really good with yourself, with your the friendships that you have, because the Two of Cups is not just representative of love partners, but they could be people that we love on a one-to-one level equally. And love is in all forms, romantic and platonic and familial as well. So there is a balance here emotionally, and a lot of harmony in your life. So that's something beautiful to see. You're feeling good with your ideas, you're feeling in control. And now if you are dealing with another Cancer, because this could be another Cancer, but I'm really reading that as mostly for you. But you could be definitely dealing with a fire sign like a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and they love you. If you were doubting that, they definitely do. They love you. They want the best for you. They want to see you succeed, because the Chariot card, as an aspect of how they see you, is victorious. It promises victory after battle, and they are there cheering you on. Now, in your crowning position, we have the Six of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So the note for your sign, truly, because we've seen some beauty here, but now we do see some darkness, and life is comprised of light and shade. So, of course, there's some cards here that represent difficulty, like the Three of Swords here. And what I'm seeing with this trio is that the good news is you have appeared in your reading, I mean, once again, and that tells me that you have more control over whatever this wounding, this pain, this feeling of sadness is. And for some of you, sometimes our ego or our pride, and that's this is our ego, our pride, and that's you looking at it. Sometimes that gets in the way. It gets in the way of certain people, certain relationships, and it gets in the way of admitting our own culpability in a specific matter, our mistakes. And if this is not you, it could be you assessing that in other people around you. You could be dealing with another water sign, like a Cancer, another Cancer, like I said here, Pisces or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And the cards are inviting for you to be the person that takes precedent, and for you to set the tone and lead by example, really, for you to be vulnerable and genuine when it comes to your emotional needs. For you to communicate with clarity and gentleness, just like the Queen would, the Queen of Cups, and open up a space so that they can either rise up to your level and meet your needs, or for you to realize that they are not vibrating at the same frequency energetically than you are. So it is time to take a little bit of a break, separate yourself from this person, and reevaluate if this relationship will actually meet your needs, because you have to put your needs first in a relationship that is lacking harmony. We see harmonious relationships in some ways, but we do see lack of harmony or pain or sadness with others, and that's normal. Not everything in life is perfect, so you're being called to assess whether or not you can set the tone and allow people the space to meet you where you are and meet your needs, or for you to realize, you know what, this is just not what I need in the now. Now, in your future position, we have the Hangman, the Eight of Swords, and the Magician. And so here you go. This month, especially halfway through the month, is going to test your patience. And I feel for you guys. Patience is the virtue I most lack. I struggle with being patient. I am a Gemini sun, and I relate to this Knight of Swords. So I feel you on this, but you're being called to be more patient halfway through the month, especially with these two, the Hangman and the Eight. When it comes to anything that you would like to attract and manifest in your life with the Magician, because the Magician is the manifestor card. But don't see these delays, this need to be patient, these things that perhaps have not happened in your own timeline, because sometimes the universe doesn't care about our timelines. Things will happen in due time. Don't see it as a limitation. See it as a way, as an extra time, so that you can perfect and revise and look at your ideas, your goals, and your plans. Now, in your ego position, we have the King of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Strength card. I love this. So yes, a little bit of having to be patient, having to lick your wounds here, deal with certain difficulties, but we have beauty. And what I love about this is that this trio has manifested in your ego position, because this is how you see yourself, or you see the situations that will arise, and you are coming from a place of love, of authenticity, and of value, of realizing your worth and the worth of other people. And that's it's just priceless, truly. And what I see here is that you have really beautiful connections in your life in all forms, romantic and otherwise. I see that the Six of Cups particularly talks about very deep spiritual connections, spiritual bonds, a sense of past lives, people that you've known in a past life, if you believe in that. Otherwise, it's just deep spiritual connections that you have in the now, and people that you value, because we're dealing with Pentacles. And these people, in turn, bring a lot of light into your life and help you. Now I understand why you are emanating such light this month. I am so happy for your sign. Some other signs are having a bit more of a tougher time throughout this Venus in retrograde, but you seem to really understand your value and the value of others, and that's wonderful. Now, if you are dealing with an earth sign like a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or it could be a Leo, because the Strength card is a representation of Leo, there could be that connection, that spiritual connection, that some people call it soulmate, some people call it twin flames. These, for me, are just semantics to say the same thing. It's just a deep, deep bond. Your souls recognize each other. That's that kind of feeling, that timeless feeling that I was trying to get at before with past lives. And this also marks a really good time, especially weeks 3 and 4, to do charity work. And what do I mean by that? It doesn't have to be anything massive. It could be, if you can, by all means do so. If you can share your resources, donate money to causes that need it, by all means. But the Pentacles don't just talk about money. They talk about things that are of value. And what's of value? Our counsel, our advice, because experience is valuable. Our time, because, time is invaluable, of also things that you don't use anymore. So that could be objects or clothes, used clothes that you don't have a use for anymore, you no longer use. You could give it to the less fortunate, and all of that is telling you that karmically it will open up for more greater abundance in your life. It's going to come back to you twofold. I see it multiplying. So hey, definitely a wonderful time to share that light with others. Now, in your environment, we have the Justice card, the 4 and 2 of Swords. So you could be feeling this month like some things, despite this, we have light and shade definitely here. It's like almost like at 50-50. We do have a sense here of you feeling like there's certain things that you're fighting against, or that you wish that would move a little bit in a quicker way. We talked about that in your root area. Or that it could just be just more concise, or more like happening in your own timeline. And we talked about that here in your future position. And instead of overthinking things, we talked about overthinking as well in your center position. There's a lot of synergy with the cards. Don't pay any mind to things that have not happened or have not manifested. Instead, take this waiting period, this time to reflect, reassess, and perfect, like I said here, your goals, ideas, and plans. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have hopes and fears. We have the World, the Wheel, and the 7 of Cups. So you could be fearing certain cycles, certain things that come and go up and down, especially if there hasn't been an emotional closing up of a chapter, emotional closure between you and somebody else. But these are just fears. They're not actually manifesting in your reading. So if it's not something that you want to happen, don't feed into that. Now, for other Cancers, this could be a hope of manifesting success and to changing your luck in love, because we're dealing with Cups here. And love, once again, this could be attracting better friends, getting to know your family in a different way, strengthening those familial bonds, or of course in love. And in love, you're hoping for more options to come your way. Now, in your outcome for the month of November, we have the 9 of Cups, the Death card, and the 10 of Pentacles. So there will be deep, profound changes in your professional life with the 10 of Pentacles, and in your familial life. So your family, this could be also the family that you choose, like your friends. But try not to be too fearful of the Death card here, because the Death card, whenever it is flanked by 2 very bright, beautiful cards, its darkness is mitigated. So I do see that these changes are going to be for your greater good. So these changes are positive, and they're going to be beneficial for you, especially in the long term. And these changes will bring about a sense of more harmony and stability when it comes to your choices, your life choices, especially when it comes to your finances and love, because we are also dealing with Cups, so finances, Pentacles, and love. But I do see that for you, I see a change of a job, a change of partnership, or a change of partnership status. So like being official, or for some of you, it could be getting engaged. It's just like a deeper commitment, or changing partners altogether. And I do see a change in how you choose to invest your money. Where is it that you're spending your money, and where is it that you're investing it? So you're also changing your relationship with your finances. All right, Cancer, that's the end of your reading. I hope that it has brought about a guide so that you can manifest with the energies that are at your disposal throughout this period. If you feel like it has been of help to you, you can support my channel by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing, or sharing this video with someone else that might need to hear these messages. You can also donate to my channel. I have placed a link in the description box below. Any denomination is welcome. I'm also inviting you to follow me on social media. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and now I am on Instagram. I'm doing a free oracle card readings for the mid-month for all 12 signs. It's a free service that I'm doing over there, so I hope to see you and interact with you in that platform. Now, as a reminder, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can visit tripletarot.com, and this is definitely a month to do so because I do have that 15% off all of my private readings. All right, Cancer, I'm wishing you a beautiful, blessed month. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.